What is up, you guys? Hi again. I am here yet again with another unboxing video, super fresh for all of you. Before we get going, two things. Number one, yes, you might notice some stains right here in my t-shirt. What do you want me to do? I was drinking water before rushing here to get going with this video. I was really excited to do it yesterday, but I was in a rush because I had to go to work and I didn't want to rob you guys from quality. I was like, I gotta give my people the video they deserve to the best of my ability. Quiet, in peace, and with full detail, as I normally like to do. So yeah, excuse the stains. It's just water, I promise you. And two things, thing number two, yes, you've seen the thumbnail. You know what time it is, pretty much. Today we have none other than the honorable, legendary King Leonidas right here in the channel. So as you can see, this is a super fresh unboxing. The box is like fully sealed. I received it a few days ago. I haven't messed with it. It's fully concealed, so I really don't know the level of glory that I am about to unbox right here with all of you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a little frame right here and start opening the package to see what other package comes inside of it. So yet again, we have King Leonidas right here by Win Toys, I believe, scale 1/12. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the box right here. I'm really excited about this video too because this is the first figure which I believe doesn't have any like special abilities or you know, no power boost, nothing. It's just him. So I'll go ahead and rip this open a little bit. I'm gonna try and yeah, okay, cool. I didn't get the main box, so okay, here we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out, the little box. It comes with the little bubble wrap, and oh my gosh, will you look at this? Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of the box. Okay, and we have him right here. We have some different language instructions. This is the back, and then here's the side. I don't know if you can read that because of the screen is like backwards, but it reads Spartan King Leonidas. Okay, so yeah, here we have him. This is the front of the box. Look at how glorious this guy looks. And yes, this is by Win Toys. Okay, so really excited to show it to you guys. As you can see, it's like fully wrapped. It's not open yet. So oh my gosh, this is like an honor to all of you. By the way, I have to get this. I have to get this out right now because when I was I don't know how old I was. You know, when the 300 movie came out, Jesus Christ, I tell you, I always wanted to have a Spartan warrior, like a figure of a Spartan warrior. There are some out there in the market, of course, but I wasn't able to find a figure that resembled that King Leonidas as much as this one, judging by the pictures that I saw online before I bought it, of course. So I'm really excited to see what this is about. And going back to the movie thing, I am telling you right now, if you happen to be younger than, say, 25, when that movie came out, the 300 movie, oh my gosh, it was like, forget about puberty. That movie alone made my chest hair grow. It was so good. As it is to this day, it is one of my favorite movies ever. And funny note, it is super loyal to the comic book that it was inspired from. I read the comic many years ago, and as far as I can remember, it's very close. Both of them are absolutely unique and beautiful in their own right. And they go hand to hand, and I hope this figure goes hand to hand with them as well. So bear with me, we're about to unbox this video right now. Alrighty, you guys, so here we are yet again with our fully wrapped box that contains our King Leonidas, because it must be contained, because once he's out there in the battlefield to protect the honor of Sparta, he is unstoppable. So there's a good reason why this guy is sealed. Okay, so as you can see, it's still fully wrapped. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to rip the box open a little bit. I'm sorry, not the box, but the plastic, and see where we go from here. This is the first wrap of this kind that I've gotten from any toy. So maybe if I can just try and open it from here. Okay, cool, that worked. So let's go ahead and slowly and gently pull the plastic apart from its box. Oh my gosh, absolutely beautiful. there we have him. Okay, so the box is right here, super fresh and new. I haven't done anything to it yet, as you guys can see. Let me pull the phone back a little bit. Oh, and by the way, yep, I have the comic book right here. I thought that it would be just proper to have like a nice background for the figure. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and see what this whole thing is all about. So it does look like the box comes within a box. Okay, so I removed the main cover box, which, as you can see, is just like a nice packaging art box in and out of itself. So let's go ahead and set this aside for a little bit, and let's see what the main box contains. I'm gonna go ahead and twist it. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, will you look at that? What I am seeing for the first time, you guys are seeing for the first time as well. This is absolutely spectacular. The box is very, very thick, as you can see, and tall, quite tall for a 1/12 scale figure. So, oh my gosh, the contents of this box look absolutely incredible. So let's just go ahead and see what surprise awaits us here inside of the box, and get ready for this journey. So let's go ahead and pull the box out. It opens from the top. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove the other box right here and just show you guys what I have in my hands right here. Oh my gosh, right away that red and gold strikes you hard. At least it strikes me hard, so it's really, really nice and beautiful. It does come in two compartments, so I feel something loose behind this one main box, and let's see what we have. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have a stand. Very cool. I did not see this in the pictures before buying it, so I'm really glad to see that it actually comes with a stand of its own. That's awesome. We have a blade right here, the classic Spartan blade. We have what is this, like this is like the handle for a shield, of course, that we have right here, and the handle that attaches to the sword, I would imagine, in a base. So we'll get to this in just a minute, but for now, let's go ahead and get back to the main figure right here. Oh my gosh. So let's go ahead and set our King Leonidas down. Let's go ahead and take a corner, pop it open nice and slowly. Okay, perfect. Oh my gosh. Right up, ref. Let me show you what I have here right here on the phone. So we're gonna have some hands right here, some beautiful carvings right here on the hand armor. We're gonna have some pegs. I don't know if these are neck pegs or something, or maybe just repair pegs in case something breaks, which I hope nothing does. We have, what is this? This seems to be like a hair piece, which is cool because in the pictures, you know, before buying this, I thought that the figure was bald, like shaved. So the fact that they included a hair piece for, you know, the option of a figure with hair or not, you know, it's just so cool. So that's a very pleasant surprise. We also have a pair of two faces, along with the one that it might come with. I don't know if this guy comes with something, but oh my gosh, I'm getting ahead of myself. So let me go ahead and move on to the spear since I have it right here. So we also have another weapon accessory right here, which is a spear with that nice finished golden tip. Absolutely incredible. You can see there's a little bit of carvings right here on the tip of the sword. That's beautiful. Okay, I cannot wait any longer, so let's go ahead and open the plastic here. Pull it out. Okay, nice and slow. Don't want to damage anything. So there's a plastic. There goes the plastic. Okay, so let's go ahead and see where I can grab King Leonidas from right here, from the cape. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set the phone down one more time. All right, so there comes, oh my gosh. Let me go ahead and try to break this plastic or just remove it. It's like protecting the helmet. Okay, cool. That had to happen, so it's okay. Nothing broke. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. So before I get ahead of myself, okay. So King Leonidas right here. We have him. Pause before I go into the whole, you know, paint job, articulation, and you know the whole thing about this figure. If there's someone that can teach you anything about honor, is this guy right here. This guy. Oh my gosh! I cannot tell you how good this guy just feels. But anywho, if there's someone who can teach you anything about honor, is this guy, and also Kratos, and playing Sekiro, and maybe facing Sub-Zero, and a few other things. Nothing around can teach you as much about honor than this guy. And today it is an honor to have him right here on the channel. King Leonidas right here in the flesh. Absolutely incredible and glorious. Okay, so before I get into the whole, the whole articulation and paint job and everything, I want to get straight into something that caught my attention right away. So this is actually cloth. So we have the little skirt right here. As you can see, it's cloth. And we also have his cape right here, which is cloth, 100% cloth with some texture, some holes right here. So yeah, so this is a cape that has a little bit of wire too to shape it into your preferred pose right here, to hold it still or to just keep it down. So now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and review the main guy in and out of itself. I'm gonna turn on the light right here to show you what a pleasant surprise this is. So okay, so we have Leonidas right here. And to start with, you can see that he has a very muscular build. This guy kind of reminds me of Tarzan from Disney. He has very much a Tarzan build, like of a body. Very, very tall, thin, but as muscular as you can get. So this is absolutely incredible. Look at this guy. The colors, the red, the gold, so good. Anyway, so we have, pretty good muscle size arms right here. There's a very subtle touch of veins right here running across his shoulders. Look at the veins, even right here in the biceps. There's like a little vein running through. So we have really, really good musculature, the triceps. Yep. We also have the torso, the chest. There's a little bit of shading right here where the muscles come together. Let's go ahead and look at his back. Yep, you can see that back very, very wide and thick as well. Some of these tiny muscles as well. The trapezius, the low back, the lats. Very, very cool. All right, awesome. So we have very strong thighs as well. Look at the separation and division of the muscles of the thighs right here. Very, very cool. Now let's look at the back, and we have some hamstrings right here as well. We have the hamstrings right there. We have the calves. Okay, if we flip this guy over to the front, then we have pretty much all of his armor that he comes covered with. So again, we have cloth for his skirt, then we have cloth for the cape as well. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start right from the top, and that is of course the helmet. So we see this nice detail that they gave us right here, that they blessed us with, like the hairs or the feathers. I don't know what you will call this. This thing that comes in helmets, like for Roman figures, Roman soldier figures and stuff. But this is very, as you can see, very, very similar to that of the comic book. A little bit of red color on the top, on the very tip of this. But no, nevertheless, the helmet is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that gold. Look at that detail right there on the helmet. It has a lot of carvings. Very, very cool. Okay. Nice. You have that death stare from a Spartan right there, locked on. So absolutely incredible helmet. Of course, you can remove it. I'm gonna bring it up close a little bit more to the camera so you can see. Okay, so nice detail right there. A lot of carvings. Very, very tiny carvings right here. You see the size of my thumbnail. Look at the size of those tiny details. Very, very cool. Okay, and the helmet sits right on top of the head. No problem. It's not very loose, but it's not very tight. You can remove it easily. And it has like a little bit of magnet right here. Okay, so there's a magnet to the helmet that keeps it in place. I was like, why is it so loose, but at the same time so tight? It won't fall. So look, it doesn't fall. Okay, the helmet takes care of it. So alrighty, so we have that. And of course, as you can see, I already went into the whole articulation thing of this figure. So let's keep going right here. So for shoulders, for the head. As you can see, this is a black color head. The whole thing is black all over, just to give it that little bit of a shading effect, that Spartan have. that the Spartans have against light, or even if you're short on light, you can still get black right here behind the helmet. So very, very cool. I love that. I thought that it was gonna be like just a plain face with eyes. I didn't think that they were gonna give us like a face that was fully black to make up for the shading behind the helmet effect kind of thing. So that's really, really cool. All right, so the head is very, very smooth to movement. Okay, side to side. Yeah, 360 degrees. Let's see. The head doesn't move up and down that much, but it has a very, very smooth groove, on which it rotates. All right, so for the neck, we have a little bit of motion right here, left and right, left and right. Okay, actually a lot of motion, I should say, back and forth. Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. For the shoulders, we have a very nice, decent amount of elevation for the shoulders. Okay, perfect, awesome. All right, so we're gonna have a lot of rotation right here as well, right? Yep, perfect, and very smooth. Oh, and when you look at this guy also has a chest articulation right here, a little tiny, not as wide as some mesh toys figures would have it, where like the whole chest will come across in two plates almost to this point. No, this one is very tiny, but it still gives you a very, very good, decent amount of flexion and extension of the back muscles to where the shoulders are drawn to the front or to the back. So that's really cool. Oh, and look at that. It has a lot of shrugging motion to it. That's so cool. Okay, so shoulders are immaculate. Really, really cool. So it has shrugging motion to where the shoulder goes up and down, to the front, to the back. It rotates 360 degrees. Now for the biceps. Okay, and yep, 360 degrees. Perfect. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and check out flexion. Okay, it has a very, very cool amount of flexion right there. Let me put on the King Leonidas' helmet because it looks kind of weird without it. Okay, that's better. All right, so really, really nice flexion on the arm joint, or I should say the elbow joint. It's a little stiff, so not to worry, but we do have a very, very full elbow, as you can see. Very, very full. There's no gaps right here at the triceps or at the forearm. It's a very, very full joint, so that's cool. And since we have him right here, we have some cool details right here, that we have on the straps that hold together is gauntlet right here. Oh my gosh, look at the detail on that gauntlet. I got ahead of myself with a helmet and some shoulder motion for the joints, but I completely missed the detail right here on the gauntlets, on the forearm guards. It is absolutely incredible. Very, very tiny scriptures right here. I'm sorry, inscriptions. Very cool art. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And well, since you saw that, I guess it does go 360 degrees. The wrist, that is. And as you can see, there's also a lot of movement right here on the wrist. That's so dope. Perfect. Okay, cool. Same for the other arm. And then we are going to move down to the torso right here. Okay, so pectorals, abs, even serratus. It has them right here. So very, very cool. So let's see what we can do when we turn them around. Okay, so, oh my gosh. Okay, let me stop for a little bit. So the first thing I noticed is that the torso, I try to twist it left and right, but I didn't get much of that at all. It is resisting a lot. It's very, very hard to do so. However, in doing so, as you guys just saw, I noticed that it has a lot of flexion of the abs, front and to the back. A lot of forward bending right here. So that's really, really cool. They didn't give us a lot of rotation right here on the upper torso, but I can already feel the waist right here doing that for us. To some capacity, not too bad. It's not as full or as smooth as other figures, but it does rotate a little bit. So that's not bad. I'll take that. Looks like something came off here, but it looks very, very, very easy to put back together. This is like the little handle, no, the hilt for the sword. So I'll figure a way to put it back. Don't you worry, guys. Anyways, we have the belt right here, which is, again, very, very well articulated, and it's just beautiful. The kind of art detail that it has, the gold. Yeah, so the belt goes all the way around right here, as you can see. Okay, and every tiny piece of armor has details. Beautiful. It is absolutely incredible and beautiful. So, and yeah, we have the sword hilt right here. Oh my gosh, and even it has many details right here. So that's cool. Okay, so it does come off. So that leads me to believe that it can be fully removed and fully put back together, like just now. See, don't worry, guys, nothing broke. Okay, perfect. So we are a little bit. I mean, I'm not fully disappointed on the torso, but we are a little bit short on this department. Nothing wrong with it, but as you can see, this is a third party a figure. It's not SH Figure Arts. You won't have the same crazy torso capabilities that you will have with a Spider-Man or something like that, unless it's Mesh Toys. But this is Wen Toys. It is absolutely incredible so far as I've seen. But we have a very different dynamic for the torso. So nothing too bad, nothing to complain about. It's just a little bit different and limited on some of its mobility. But I'm sure you can still pull some really cool poses with it the way it is. Now for the legs and thighs, let's go ahead and see what we can do. So we have, oh, it even has another muscle right here in the inner thighs. That's cool. All right, I missed that, but I'm glad I caught it. So it has very cool extension of the leg to the front. Okay, and then the other leg. Okay, it's not as high as I expected. Maybe it is, but then again, the belt is on the way. It kind of prevents it from going up all the way. And I don't want to force the belt too much and break it or tear it. So I'm going to stop right there. And let's see what we can do with a kickback. Okay, so that's cool. It's not as high as other figures I've reviewed before, but it's really not bad. The figure does go back and to the side like this, with a leg, that is. So it's not really bad, but it's not as flexible. I mean, this guy is not Spider-Man, let's be real, so don't expect a lot of flexibility from him. But then again, it's not really bad at all. It's a little bit limited on the torso, the legs, but it's not too bad. Let's go ahead and see the splits. Okay, so it's really good. It's not a full split, but we can still get a very decent range of motion right here on the legs. Now let's see right here. Look at the shin guards. Look at those shin guards. They are absolutely incredible. The detail, the straps right here as well behind the calves. These go all the way up to his kneecap. And of course, as I suspected it, when you bend the knee, this thing comes up a little bit. A really cool artistic detail that they gave us. And of course, the knee extension and the articulation is very full. So nothing, there's no gaps, no nothing. So very cool. Yeah, same for the other shin. It is very well made. The detail that they gave King Leonidas right here on his shin guards is absolutely incredible. Now for the feet. So we have, again, another piece of the armor right here that is covering the top of the foot. So we have this motion right here on the ankles. It doesn't necessarily rotate 360 degrees on the joint. It does, but it kind of feels very forced. And again, I don't want to break it because I don't want to have to use these right here. I'd rather just spare them and just treat the figure carefully. But we have this like kind of a wave motion right here to the toes, which is really not bad. It's not a complaint at all. And it does look like we have some toe motion. Yep. Okay, even the sandals have like a little bit of texture underneath them, so that's cool too. Okay, so the toes go up and down. They do feel a little tight, so it's not the smoothest toe articulation you can get, but it's still okay. It should allow us to play with plenty of poses. Alrighty, so we have King Leonidas right here. Let's go ahead and play around with some of the accessories that came with. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the helmet, and let's see if I can remove the head. Okay, there goes the head. Let's see what I can do right here. I'm gonna choose another head that it came with. Okay, so let me just make sure it clicks. It's going. It's going, people. Bear with me. Oh my gosh, it's a little tight. So, okay, it clicked. Perfect. So, here we have him right here. Oh my gosh, this face actually has a lot of cool details to it. The ears, the beard, very, very smooth. The nose, the eyes, the temples right here. Very cool facial expression. It's not really, really bad. I promise you, he's not bald. It's just, this is just for the helmet to sit on, okay? So let's go ahead and just put this down. Yep, and look at how it looks like with the helmet on. Absolutely incredible, very well balanced to where the eyes are not behind the helmet in a weird way, like this or something. The helmet doesn't cover the eyes, so I really, really like this feature, the helmet thing that they gave him, to keep the helmet in place and for it not to like move around a lot and, you know, cover the facial expressions that King Leonidas came with. So we have this face right here. We have the black face that it came with to give it that nice shadow effect behind the helmet. And then we have another figure right here. I'm sorry, another head sculpt, which is him, you know, just kind of charging like this really cool facial expression. So yeah, we have 3 facial expressions right here. Now, let me corroborate something right here and see if it's true. I believe this is a hairpiece that can also be attached to the magnet. Yes, look at him. He has that swag, man. King Leonidas had that swag already. I do wonder if the helmet would sit on. No, unfortunately, the helmet doesn't sit on the head when you have the hairpiece on. So if you remove it, you can just go ahead and attach the helmet. So I like him with the helmet a lot more. So yeah, so that's it for the head sculpts and the head accessories. The helmet, that's pretty much all we have. Now we have some hands right here. Let me go ahead and set King Leonidas right here on the background. So let me see what we have here. So we have these sets of hands right here, okay, like gripping hands or trying to reach something. We have a strap right here underneath the hand. Yeah, so this is really cool. So let's go ahead and set this down for a little bit. And then we have another set of hands, which are, these are the main gripping hands for the accessories that it comes with as well. And of course, the detail is right there. Never miss. Perfect. Okay, cool. So we also have this really, really cool accessory. Look at this spear right here. We have the bottom of the spear, the middle covered with like what appears to be like straps, and then we have the tip of the spear. Look at this spear, how beautifully crafted it is. It is absolutely incredible and pointy. It is a little flexible, but I wouldn't mess around with it too much. So this spear is absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead and set it down. I kind of want to get with the, I want to start playing with the hands a little bit. So this is the left hand right here on my side. I'm going to go ahead and remove this arm. I'm sorry, the hand, and see what I can do right here. I want to start messing around the helmet. Oh, and as you can see, this is also new to me. We have the little joints right here. These are really, really tiny. They are very similar to that of Bruce Lee, the figure that I reviewed some time ago. They don't really have that ball tip on it. So be really careful with these, okay? Do not force them too much. You don't want to, like, you know, break anything. So if we just carefully place a hand right there, it should stay in place. Again, good motion right here. So, all right. So let's see what other accessories I can pull out. We're gonna go back to the main box that I showed you guys at first during the first stages of the video. So, okay, just gonna set it down here and see what else we can do. Oh, this one is a lot tighter than the one that had the figure. So nice and careful, pull it out. Okay, set it aside. Alrighty, so we have a beautifully crafted shield right here. Look at the Spartan logo right here, their symbol. I believe this is lambda. We have this beautiful Greek-like engravings right here on the side. We have some red detail right here on the shield as well. A lot of craftsmanship went into this shield. And yeah, we have the strap with which you can, put the arm through and hold it still. I do wonder what these two things are for. I believe. Oh yeah, look. So this is like this will be like the handle, right? For to hold the shield with Leonidas's hand. Let me see if I can mess around with this thing a little bit. So, okay, as you can see, it is a little bit rough for the whole fist to go to the straps. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of this, and then maybe grab the hand by itself, put this through. I'm trying, people. I'm trying. Gotta be careful here. These pieces don't have a replacement, so okay, I'm sure I'll figure it out. Oh, so the hands are actually really flexible. Look at that. So nothing will break. So I'm really glad they made them flexible. Okay, cool. So there you go. Okay, it's in. Perfect. So the fingers of the hand are very, very flexible. So you can definitely mess around with this a little bit without being afraid of anything breaking. So, all right. So there goes the hand. This is going to be a little tricky to put in, but it's okay. I think it's going to be worth the showdown. Come on. Come on, King Leonidas. Okay. I am going to give up right here because this is one of the hardest attachments I've ever had to work with. Not happy with this at all. It is very difficult to put the shield on. Not the shield itself, but this handle. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this. As you can see, you can still create the illusion of the figure holding the effect, the figure holding the shield. It won't be as tight and as steady as if you were to have this piece, but it is a little bit loose. You see these two little points of insertion right here? They don't necessarily click. They're very loose right here against the plastic. So a little disappointed about this. The shield feature, but it's okay. At least we have a really, really cool shield. So you can always mess around with it a little bit and make it to be stable. And as you can see, it is a little bit heavy. And when you have this kind of articulation, the weight of the accessory, in this case the shield, doesn't necessarily help. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pass on this part. It is really not working well, at least for me. But moving on to the other hand, let's go ahead and remove it and also place another one right here. So I'm going to set Leonidas right here and then work around with the sword. So we have this beautifully crafted sword right here, as you can see. We have the handle and it has the proper point of insertion for the blade. So let's go ahead and insert it. See if it clicks. Okay, and there it is. So we have a fully assembled Spartan blade right here. Beautiful. Look at that. The details right here as well. It has some carving right here. The handle has a lot of art to it as well. It has a lot of metal texture to it as well. This thing is absolutely incredible. Look at just how menacing it is. It is so cool. Anyways, let's go ahead and play around with it a little bit by placing it on the hand and see how it looks. It's going in, it's going in. Alrighty, and we got the blade in. So we have our King Leonidas right here holding the blade. It is absolutely massive and incredible. Look at how pointy this thing is. It is so cool. Alrighty, so the shield was a little bit disappointing, yes, but the blade is really not disappointing at all. So we have the blade right here. Let's go ahead and take it off and see if we can actually put it inside of the hilt. So let's go ahead and move this arm a little bit and see what we can do. All right, so it just came apart, but it just takes a little bit of pushing. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. All right, now it gets loose over time, I suppose. Okay, so you have to separate this in order for you to put it through. Yep. Okay. Sorry, you guys. I know that this isn't like the best quality video, but this figure, it's not necessarily the greatest quality. It is a little bit tricky to move around with, especially with so many accessories. But look at that. The posing for battle is great with this figure. There's a sword. So I'm going to go ahead and use the spear on King Leonidas right now. Again, the fingers on this hand, or these hands are very flexible. So you should have no problem putting the spear in. And there you go. All right, so we have our King Leonidas right here, ready for battle. Let me set him back one more time and just see what else it comes with. So we have a base right here that says Leonidas. So perfect. Okay, no batteries, no nothing. That's okay. We have 3 points of insertion right here for the stand that it comes with. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 I meant. So cool. And then we have our plastic stand right here to place him in any pose we like to have. Okay, as you can see, it's very solid. It retracts back, and then you can move this thing a little bit to the front. You can just open the claws. You can rotate this part, okay, to make it more or less stable for posing as you wish. And let's go ahead and place him right here against the claw, or with the claw, I should say. Okay, let's make him a little bit higher and taller. Okay, let's close that claw around him. Okay, perfect. So we have our King Leonidas right there in his full glory. Absolutely incredible. This figure is very compact. It's very, very... The colors are just so striking right here. There you go. Now he is complete. A true Greek... just look at him. Look at him. Absolutely incredible. The colors are really, really good. The cape, the accessories. I do have some things to say about this figure, unlike many others I've reviewed in the past. So let me go step by step. I like the figure. I like the paint job, the muscle proportions, some of the details that it comes with, like the veins right here on the biceps. A lot of musculature is being defined, like in the thighs, the abs. The armor is absolutely beautiful. I think this was my favorite part of the figure, the armor, the belt, the arm guards, the shin guards, the helmet, of course, the cloth of the cape, the skirt. The helmet is absolutely beautifully crafted. It is super cool. The spear is absolutely massive and pointy. Look at that. It is so good. This figure is very solid. In the way that there are no loose arms or legs, anything like that. Again, I believe my favorite part about this figure was the armor, the detail that the armor has, even though this figure is very tiny. The articulation is not the best. It wasn't the best around the torso or the legs, but other than that, it has really good shoulders for shrugging, flexing, forward and backward. Good elbow articulations. Wrists are good too. Knees are very full. But again, the torso, the legs, and the toes are not the best. Also, and I hate to say this, not like I was expecting like super high quality, pristine. This is a third-party figure, and then again, it's not really bad, but the accessories, especially the shield, were really difficult to handle. Again, you're supposed to attach this right here to the handle. In my case, it didn't work quite as well. This one goes in, but this other side is really being a bit stubborn, and it's not really fully working. Especially when I have the shield on, it falls apart. So that was a little bit disappointing. But other than that, there's always a way to make a pose work and to hold a accessory firm and still. So we have King Leonidas right here by Win Toys, the 300. Absolutely incredible figure. The closest to the comic book in the 300 movie that you'll get right here. I absolutely loved it. It is super good. Could have been a little better. It could use some improvements, but overall it is fantastic. It is really good and so colorful. Thank you guys one more time for sticking with me through the whole video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Very soon I will upload a short with cool poses that I hope you like. And yeah, that's it. I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much and take care.